And we're live.
I need props. I need a big hand like Anita's got. Yes. Yeah. That's amazing.
I'm Veronica's the number one fan.
Yes. And I've got to think about whom I'm
So why are we here today, Veronica? And who are you?
We are here today to talk about YouTube and Instagram. I'm so excited to have Anita Wong with us, who is our queen of YouTube and Instagram. Anyway, right?
Yes.
Our pineapple queen. So
Yay.
Connecting all the dots. And so we're going to be talking about what's new on Instagram, what's new on YouTube, how we can connect these, and how we can sell products and all of these things, right? Because that's what we're interested in. So I'm very excited to. Oh yeah, but who am I?
Who are you? Yes, who are you?
Who am I? Okay, that's my hubby Roy. Say hi, Roy Jeans.
Hey everybody.
Yeah. So I'm Veronica Jeans. I'm a Shopify queen. I am the Shopify queen. And I'm a best-selling author on Shopify Made Easy books, how to set up your Shopify store. And I've got an e-commerce success plan. I have to check what I've written. And I'm very excited because I've got my new book coming out, Optimizing Shopify, should be out this week. So, yes,
so
right?
Exciting.
And but I need one of those. I need props. I need props. And so, but yeah, so we're going to be talking about Instagram first, right? Di Patterson is here. Yeah.
We are.
So yeah, you were asking what I was doing today. I was setting up Di Patterson. Her website is called Success in Aging. Her email automation. So fabulous.
Amazing.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so let's go with the first question.
Yes.
Anita,
so our first question. Wait, who is Anita? Who is Anita first?
I'm what's new in Instagram.
Yes, what's new in Instagram? Yes. So you're popping in from London. Hello.
From London. Yes, I am popping in from London. I am based in the UK, in West London to be precise, in Ealing, the queen of suburbs, as they say in our borough. So I help people to ditch the overwhelm and use digital tools at their fingertips to get the visibility they deserve. And I specialize in Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook marketing. And soon to be I create courses for other people. So I've decided that I'm going to create a course showing you how to create a course. So, which we have a link for. Yeah, so I'm doing a course to create a course. And all of the things that you're going to learn today about selling products on YouTube and Instagram, you can use it for anything, to sell a program, to sell your coaching calls, to sell a course, all of those things, because the method that I'm going to show you or talk about, might show you because I've got my phone attached, is something that we can all do, even if we don't have a shop. So yeah, love ditching the overwhelm. Yeah, exactly. We don't want any donuts of doom.
Yes. So the way we're talking about Di Patterson, and we have her in Shopify. So her product is automatically connected to Instagram and Facebook and all these other shopping platforms. But if you don't have Shopify, then that's what Anita is going to talk about, how to connect your products to Instagram. So take it away, Anita.
Yeah. So the first question was what's new on Instagram. So it changes all the time, and that's what causes the overwhelm, because you go in there 1 minute and the next minute something's changed. So I would say the newest thing that they're talking about at the moment is subscriptions for creators, which probably isn't really like what we're going to be looking at. But one of the things that's really new is the option to have the link sticker in your stories. So if you are fortunate enough to have an e-commerce site like Shopify and it does link into your Instagram, then you can actually have your products on show and people can actually go through a process of buying it. But if you don't have an e-commerce shop and you haven't got your products on, say, Facebook shop, then you're very restricted on how you can actually sell them in one place. But also, if you don't have a deliverable product, so say like you sell digital books or things like that, that's not like deliverable. So you're not allowed to put those on in the shop. So these link stickers and your bio link, and some other little tricks, like if you use video, you can put links in the video. They're all ways of you actually optimizing your Instagram so that you can sell your products.
Yeah. So in Facebook, Instagram, you can't sell services. You can't say, hey, you know, this is a service, it's going to cost this much, or a course, or this digital. You cannot do that because
it has to be deliverable.
Exactly. There has to be physical product. So that's the only restriction you have. So what you have to do is you have to create a live with Tim, and then you sell your products, right?
Yeah, you have to be out. You have to look at things slightly outside the box. So you have to sort of like look at different ways to actually get people to buy. Now, obviously, just putting your product on and saying buy this probably won't work. You do have to use your nurturing processes. So live video, like we're talking about selling today, is a great way of doing that, because you can go live on Instagram with the Instagram app and talk about your products, or talk about the way you've designed your products, or the process that you use to make the product. Or if you're very environmentally conscious, how did you source the packaging for your product? How did you source the ingredients for your products? All those sorts of things you can do first, and then that's how you raise the visibility of your product, and thus people then start asking questions and start wanting to buy it.
Yeah, I mean, normally I said the rule is entertain 80% and sell 20%. I mean, it's just basic sales 101. Don't sell all the time, because people get really irritated. It's like walking into a retail store and you've got this salesperson going, do you want this? Do you want this? How about this? How about this?
Yeah.
No, I just want to look. I'm just here to visit. So
it's like when you walk in and they immediately come up to you when you're at the door. Can I help you with anything? No, I just wanted to look around. It's like that, isn't it? It's like you don't want that to happen. But there is a process, and I know that I would say a lot of people are scared of selling as well online. Yes. They don't want to actually do the sell. They don't want to say buy my product or buy my service, because they get really nervous about actually doing that. So there are ways of you like getting people within your audience that you can sell to them in different ways. So Instagram can be a way of you moving them through your nurturing process, say onto your email. Like you said, Veronica, you were setting up an email automation. So all of those things can be brought on, and they're part of the selling process. You being able to connect with your audience outside of the apps that you're using to reach them is just as much as important as what you do actually on the apps themselves. Yeah.
So Instagram is a great way of showing yourself to your customers and so your customers get to know you, because they really buy from somebody they love and they like. They might not like you, right? So, if you're entertaining them and you're telling them stuff and showing how to use products and give them ideas, then you're literally becoming their friend, right? I mean, when we see actors, right, we immediately think, if you watch the show and you see them in the street, you go, you know what, they look really familiar. I'm sure they're friends with me. But you see them on as we say, telly all the time. So you think they're your friend, but they're not. They don't know who the hell you are. But so that's the same thing as with your customers, is they get to know you and they think we're friends, but we're not really. But just come and buy my stuff, please. You have to make them love you.
But we are friends with Andrew. I mean, I'm friends with Andrew. Yes, and Tristan, I mean...
Tristan's popped in as well.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you all for being here.
Yes.
God, Land of Disneyland. Oh, I love it.
And Jenny Gold is here today as well.
Yes, Jenny Gold. How did I miss you? Thank you for being here.
Veronica Olofsson. I'm Veronica Olofsson.
And let us know if you have any... Oh, yes. Hello, Veronica Olofsson. Let us know what questions you have about Instagram and YouTube. That's what we're talking about today with Anita Wong.
So the first thing, so the new thing about Instagram is the subscription. I think that's on Facebook as well. And so so how can you use that for new customers?
Well, I don't know the actual logistics of how many followers you need to have in order to get the subscription option. Right. So that will be something that if you're a creator, and obviously Facebook have created a creator profile now, which is all to do with linking into it. And the reason we talk about Facebook and Instagram together is because they are actually owned by the same company. And if you do link your Facebook and your Instagram business accounts together, you can seamlessly cross-post between the two, and you can then get all the benefits from both platforms. So that's something that's beneficial. But regarding like selling on Instagram, I would say that if you have got a shop like Shopify and you have linked it to your Instagram and your products are visible, there are lots of different ways that you can create interactions between your products and your audience. So for instance, if you want to go live on your Instagram, you can actually bring your products up on the live with you. And that's a way of you introducing the products, talking about them. So you can like pick them up. Say like if you've got this lipstick, if you're selling lipstick, you can pick it up, you can talk about it and things like that. And then you can have the products ready along the bottom so that people can click on them, which is, beneficial. But obviously if you don't have that, then you can still do the same like live, but then you refer them to your bio. Or with Instagram, it's something that I've discovered, which a lot of people don't use, that if you do a live and you can then save it to your drafts, so your live archives, then you can go back and optimize the text and everything, and you can actually add links into the live, and it is clickable if you watch the video. So when you click, like you put the video, you can actually put the links in the description, and they are clickable. So there's lots of workarounds.
Yes.
You just got to know how to connect those dots so that it all works for you.
Exactly. And then and I find with Instagram always has problems connecting to anything, right? And then they keep popping off, right? Facebook, we connected on Shopify with Facebook and Instagram, and then you go in and like, I'm not connected anymore. Then you have to reconnect, although your catalog always stays online. But the API, the things that are working in the background, keep breaking. And that's just a fact of life with Facebook and Instagram. So you can actually create stores individually on Instagram or Facebook without having a shopping platform, right?
Yeah. So you can create a catalog of products on, say, Facebook in the shopping. Like if your page is a shopping page, that makes it even easier because you have the eCommerce there ready. Yeah. And then you can't create the catalog on Instagram, but if you link them together, it pulls the catalog over for you, and that's a way of doing it. And then you can check out on, like, you check out, it opens up your website inside of the Instagram app. And I've been guilty of buying things like that, especially like in the middle of the night, you scroll through occasionally, you think, oh, that looks nice, quick, click, 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 and suddenly you wake up in the morning and go, did I buy that? Did I?
Yes, exactly. So yeah, I was going to ask a question, but I forgot what I was going to ask. So we're talking about this. Okay, so what I was going to mention is like when Facebook went down on the Monday for 24 hours, which meant that if you don't have your own store, your store doesn't work for a day. So you should have your own website or your own store to sell your products, and then use the marketing platforms to actually sell your products on, because they control your business and you don't want them to do that, right? So for a whole day, people that actually directly sold on Facebook and Instagram could not receive orders, couldn't see their orders, couldn't do anything, right? Which was terrible. Tristan says, never build solely on borrowed land. Exactly. You should have your own store, your own place, your own nexus where you can then go and sell on Amazon and Instagram and Facebook and shop. And I mean, there's so many places.
I think that's the thing, is that it's very easy to forget that Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, everywhere, they don't belong to you.
Yeah.
And you are under the control of the people who create that.
Yes.
So therefore, it is a very good idea, obviously, to have your own website, because that is your own. If you forget to pay for your domain, then that's your doing, not anyone
somebody else's. Yes,
you do have to have that control. And it also, you use your website as that asset to share other stuff. So like your blogs and your newsletters and all those sorts of things, and your videos, and you can put your live streams onto it and connect with your audience in that way.
So on YouTube, I mean, I know, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Shopify are connecting to YouTube as well. I mean, obviously everybody's connecting to Google, but specifically when you have a live, you will be able to have that scrolling products at the bottom of your lives. It is not available yet. I've been doing some research because I thought, okay, am I missing something here? They did mention it. I think it was last year sometime that's going to come up, and Shopify is connecting to Google. But these guys, that from one day to the next they decide what to do, and then they abandon it. And I hope that that happens, because that would be really cool to have your YouTube and your products at the bottom.
It will, but I probably think that that's going to be part of the partner program, where you do have to have a certain amount of views and a certain amount of subscribers, because even now you can connect e-commerce to it via a different platform.
Yes.
And you do have to have a certain amount of subscribers and views in order to actually be to qualify for that as well. So, but that's the thing is with, if you're not on YouTube, then you are missing out on a massive search engine, because YouTube is the second biggest search engine to Google, and it just so happens that Google own YouTube, so they actually work very well together. And I've been growing my YouTube channel for the last 2 years. I accidentally started growing it when I was putting videos up, but I wasn't really taking much notice of them. And then one of them just went a bit mad, and I was like, oh, hang on, what's happening? And then I, actively was putting 1 or 2 videos up a week, and you do get growth. You do get much broader SEO than you would say on Instagram or Facebook or any of the other sort of smaller social media platforms. So definitely worthwhile if you own a product or you create a product and you've got a Shopify store, or to actually be present on Instagram, on YouTube, and actually create content for that platform.
Exactly. Or even if it's just content for your business, right?
Yeah, that's right.
What you're doing, how you're doing it.
Yeah.
You've got your products. I mean, there's so much to talk about. So how did you grow your, how can you grow your YouTube channel?
Okay, so you can use Instagram to grow, and I do have my phone connected, so I can just show you, because I actually put this live video into my stories. Oh, look, that's great, isn't it? So look, I'll show you. So when you click on my stories, and we go through to the one I just put on. So this is the one I just put on. Oh, hang on, sorry. And I'm just going to hold it there. So you see that there's a thumbnail of this live video, and it says join us live in just a moment. And you see there's that sticker which says YouTube with the dot in the middle. That actually takes you directly to this video. So this sticker could be used to take you directly to your product description. Maybe you're talking about how you sourced your product, how you even came up with the design for your product. Most of us are selling products or things that we've actually created or we've had a real interest in. So when I click on this YouTube sticker, you see how it comes up and it says visit link. If I click it, it's actually going to bring us up into the live, and there I am live on things. So you can talk about things on Instagram before they happen and actually then generate interest. So if we go back to the stories, if I just do a story, if I just swap it around so it's facing me and not all the rubbish on my desk, you can see that, if you were wanting to do like a discussion on a product, or so say like if I was like talking about this lipstick, which is very nice and shiny, I could do a picture or a little video of that, and I could like actually do it. So I'll just quickly take a picture. So then at the top here, there's this little sticker icon. So you see along the top, you've got like this person in a box, you've got the A and the A, and then you've got this sticker. This is where the magic happens, because then you have this link option. But not only that, if you were doing a video like this and you were planning ahead, you could actually do a countdown. So you could add a countdown and the days would go down, and you could then add to that every day. You could talk about it and it counts it down, and then you have the link there, and it drives people over to your YouTube, and you can remind them to subscribe, and you can remind them to click that bell so you get notified next time you go live. And also in your posts now, what Facebook have, not Facebook, Instagram has introduced is that in your actual posts, so you see these ones the square ones, these ones, there is the option to create an event. So you get a little timer, like a little calendar comes up, and it enables you to actually, when people click on it, it tells them that there's something happening. So there's lots of ways that you can utilize the tools inside of Instagram to drive people to your YouTube channel. And of course, then if you're active on your YouTube channel, they can then see your most frequent video. And when you're doing lives, they can see your lives as well. So that's a really good way of growing your YouTube channel using other social media platforms. When it comes to your own channel, there's different strategy, which we can talk about without sharing the screen if you want. If anyone's got any questions.
Yes.
Links can be broken.
Yes, links can always be broken. It's like my first ever webinar I did plenty of years ago when I started going online. I had 100 signups, and when I did the webinar, it was in whatever software I used at that time. We didn't have StreamYard and all these other cool things, and the link broke between my sales funnel and my webinar, and boom, I didn't have anybody pitch up. It's like, what? You guys all signed up. But you got to make sure those links work, whatever you do.
Yeah, that's right. Links are super important. And then obviously your YouTube channel, you need to invest some time into growing that as well. So that would be, don't just like put a video on it and then run. Make sure the video is optimized. So make sure that you go in and you optimize the title and the description, and you put appropriate tags in there, and that all helps with the search. And then there's the thumbnail that needs to look attractive, or at least clickable. So basically you keep it to your brand, and you look at your competitors, you look at other people, what they're doing, and you see how your thumbnail can stand out. So say like if there was 2 or 3 people talking about a particular product, because a lot of us sell the same products as other people, how can you make your thumbnail look a little bit different so it entices people to click through? But then obviously create the videos what you promised on the thumbnail. So don't use a thumbnail that's not the same as what's going on inside. So there's lots of different things, but definitely, be active on YouTube. So do a live video, upload a regular video, and talk about all sorts of different aspects of your business and the products that you're creating, and bring the links in, because of course YouTube doesn't stop you putting links in the description. So you can sell your products. Yeah, that's right. So you can sell your products. If you're talking about a particular product, you just put all of those links into those particular products, and make sure you take them to the page on your website where that product is. Don't put them to the front page when you've been talking about a particular product in your video, because then they have to look at all the signs to find the product. It's like going into the supermarket and going, oh, do you know which aisle the eggs are in? And they go, oh, down there, around the corner and up the road. Oh, really?
Send them directly to the product that you are promoting. I know exactly. Don't send them to the homepage. Whatever you do, that is not.
Hey, Anita, is there in terms of YouTube and live videos and recorded videos, is there an optimal number of each kind of video that we should create for YouTube?
Well, there's 3 types of video really that you should be creating. There's the one that you push out information on. So that's where you're talking about like how you did something, or like information that you are very good at, that you know. And then there's the type of video that you push out there that your audience don't know. So in other words, that saying, you don't know what you don't know till somebody tells you that you don't know it. So you do videos like that. And that opens up a better search option. So you do the ones that you push to people, because that's about your products or your services, and that's in a way that's not selly. That's in a way of an informative. So you give value, and you choose one value point per video. Then the second one is, of course, do videos associated with that product, or you might talk about the carbon footprint of your product, things like that, so that interesting things that people don't necessarily know. And then of course the third one is the selling one. So the selling one might not get as many views, but because you've given them the other 2, they're going to be interested in the buying process. So the selling one is that one that whether it's to a webinar or it's a sales page or it's your email, you put those. So those 3 are super important, I think.
And then how many times should you do videos on YouTube?
Well, I've practiced that I do 1 live video a week and I do 1 upload a week. So I create content for my YouTube channel at least once a week. Now, that doesn't have to be like a really long video. It could be a YouTube short. So a lot of us are creating short videos that go on our Reels or our TikTok, if you like TikTok.
Yes.
So you can use that same video in YouTube. And if you were to create the video, say like on your Instagram app, then download it to your phone before you publish it, then you don't get the logo. Because you don't want to put, like you see a lot of TikTok videos showing up on Instagram, they've got the TikTok logo on. Instagram knows you're doing that and it won't give you as much reach because they don't want you to use another platform to create it. They want you to use their own. So Instagram, you can download your reel before you publish it and you download it as it is, but without the watermark. So then you can use that to then go into your YouTube Shorts. So there's YouTube Shorts, there's live video, and then there's pre-recorded video. So those are the 3 different types of video you can do on your YouTube channel.
And I always say, once you've created the video, put them on your website, right? So when you created a video and you talked about your product or how to use your product, if you've talked about how to use your product, put it on the product page, but then also create a blog out of it and say, then you can put all the text in it. Temi it, I call it Temi it. Just go to temi.com or one of the transcribe softwares, create the text and put them into your blog, and then SEO the blog as well. Make it search engine optimizable, and then so that you get all that movement that Google actually sees. You're on YouTube, you're on the website, you're putting it on Instagram, you are putting it on TikTok, wherever you're adding it. Google actually knows when you are posting stuff in your social. So the more active you are, the more you're going to start pitching up. And what I've done is I'm active, but I'm also not that active. I'm just doing what I need to do, but I'm on. I do my lives and I do everything else, and I actually do a lot of refreshing on my website. I add more stuff, I change stuff. I'm always change. So I actually did a search on Google. I was just showing it to my class, and boom, I popped up on the page 1, only because I've been so active for the last year, and I literally popped up with my book because I'm online about my book all the time, right? And I was changing stuff on my website and I've got about 30 blogs out about the books, and so there I was, and I am competing with Veronica Beard, B-A-R-D, Jeans. She sells a lot of jeans. I wish I was her, okay? But I'm competing with this really big brand name, and I've never seen myself on page 1, and there I was. And if I stop doing what I'm doing, I will immediately drop off again, because I'm obviously, Google's only interested in putting you on page 1 when you do the work. And so YouTube is huge. I mean, it's part of Google's game, right? Use my products, right? Same as Facebook. Use our products.
And YouTube make it easy for you to repurpose content as well. So like with your live video, don't just do a live and then walk away and think that that's all you have to do. You need to go back into the live. You need to reword the description so that it actually becomes a video that is watchable after the live. So your live is only as long as it's live, and then it becomes a video that you can then utilize to repurpose. So definitely go into your live and highlight the chapters. So there is an option in YouTube where you can actually switch that on so that YouTube does it for you. But it's always good, especially with live video, they tend to be a little bit longer. When you get conversations going, you're answering questions and things like that. So go in and just timestamp some of the information. So when people do come back and find your live, that they can actually just hop to the big main point so they can actually get that value. That makes it a lot easier. And also, like you say, do some searches, have a little look at what other people are talking about as well. Because I use an app called Tubebuddy,
Yes.
which helps me optimize my videos. And what that does is it enables you to search some of the keywords that will make your video title come up in the search outside of YouTube. So if you go onto YouTube into Google and type in what you want your title to be, and then have a look at what videos are coming up under that title and see, you know, how you can tweak it, make sure that the description is keyword rich, and then just make the most out of the content that you've created. So take little snippets and repurpose little bits and just drive them to that all important video, especially if it's a video that's talking about your products, like you say. Embed it on your website, share it in social. And, you know, you don't need like to have really like lots of editing skills. You could put your video up on YouTube and use your phone and just video it, and then put that onto Instagram and say, hey, look, I've got this video that goes into, you know, how to put lipstick on or whatever. Come and check it out, and people will go to it.
Yeah, that's a great tip, because everybody's scared about. I mean, I don't fix my videos because they're up, baby. No, I will do the SEO and the information and change all that. But the actual video, I'm not going to touch because I don't have time. But that's a great tip. And so that little snippet as well, pop it onto your website, right? And and then create a blog out of it, and so you can drive people. Or actually, Di Patterson, I don't know if she's here still. So what she did is she created these videos, and then she created little GIFs from her videos. And so we've got that on her product page, because obviously they're like 4 videos. We don't want them all on one page. It takes up too much. It takes up too much speed of the website. But it's a really good way. And so we popped that into an email. Just people see this GIF going, hello, 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 and they click on it, right? People click on moving pictures, right? Doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, there's another thing in Instagram as well. There's the option to have guides. So I don't know if you know about, I haven't got them on mine, but so basically you can do guides on Instagram where you grab posts that you've previously posted. So say like if you're selling products and you're doing active promotion of those products, or you're talking about those particular products in your post, you can create a guide, which is almost like a digital PDF, but you can view it in Instagram, and you can actually then have a couple of your products and you can talk about it and things like that. So that's you know, an easy option as well to like group your products or what you're talking about together. And of course on YouTube, if you are talking about your products and you're talking about how you made them, don't forget to make the most out of the playlists. So group those videos together so that you create content that is Netflixable. So basically it's like an episodal thing about your product. So, you know, I don't watch episodes on Netflix anymore because it consumes a whole night, because suddenly you watch episode 1 and you're episode 10 down the line and it's like midnight and you're like, what happened? You know, like, how did that happen? Like 45-minute episode just rolls into the other. But you can do that on your YouTube channel by putting all of those optimized videos into playlists, and then you just share the playlist and it just plays one after the other and after the other. So you don't have someone else's video at the end. You just share the playlist, and that ensures that your video always follows.
Oh, that's a good tip as well, because I mean,
Mic drop.
Yes, I know. So because, you know, you put that video onto your website and it goes, oh, this showing my competition on my website. I don't want that. So
well, you can change that a little bit with the end card. So that's, you know, like with optimizing live video, you do have to wait like 24 hours. For some reason, you can't go in and do those things straight away. So I suppose it's just YouTube getting it all into its system. But if you're uploading videos, end cards are really important, because you can choose where the viewer goes to with those end cards. And if you can, you can put like a little exclamation mark in the top. Well, it's actually that corner normally on YouTube, and it's like a little eye, and it will bring out like the next video to watch. So if you're talking about a product, and you have another product, you can do that. Like my YouTube channel, because I've got over 1,000 subscribers, I can actually put my own personal link in that little bit up there. So when I'm talking, I can say, oh, if you want to go and check out my new webinar, you can get it by clicking that bit there, you know, and you can actually optimize the videos like that. And you can do that for the ones you upload and the ones that you don't. So of course, you know, there's a lot to learn about YouTube and Facebook, but it's not something that you need to get overwhelmed at. Just do one step at a time. And
exactly.
Yeah, and if you do it at the beginning, like if you're going to do videos about a particular product, that first video you put up there, create the playlist at the same time, because then next time you put a video up on the same product, you just add it to that playlist instead of going in like 6 months later and having loads of videos and you're like, oh, where did I put that one, you know, and having to sort it all out. I'm just reading that.
Just taking the 5 minutes of optimizing your videos, because I mean, you already made the effort of making the video, so you might as well optimize it a little bit. And it's the same thing with stores and websites. People tend to get the brand up and get it all done and we are live and then forget about the website. They don't do anything on it, and it just ends up like, and even stores, I mean, you would expect people to update their stores and put more interesting things on it. They put their stores on and they get orders in every now and again because obviously they're not working on it. And so, you know, it just ends up being a brochure that you're making a little bit of money on. It becomes a hobby instead of a real business. So, yes.
I know, that's so funny. I know, I don't watch episodes anymore.
Yeah, I'm restricted. Roy, my hubby Roy's got control of the controller, so I'm only allowed to watch max 2. Cut off. So I can't watch.
I won't watch an episode or series on Netflix anymore because it's just lethal. Because I just want to watch the next one. Because, you know, we're all about the similar age. We grew up when there wasn't Netflix. We grew up where we had to wait a whole week to find out what happened in the next episode. You know, we learned to be patient. Now, because it's on hand, I'm like, no, I'm going to watch it now. And then, I'll watch
all 25 in the next 3 days.
Yeah, so what used to take us 6 months to watch, we can now watch in like a 24-hour period. And it's like, oh, this is good.
Yes, except
but you can create that.
Yeah,
but you can create that on your YouTube channel by creating playlists. And you can do the same in Instagram. So you can put your videos into series on Instagram as well. So the same principle can work on both Instagram and YouTube. So my videos are in series. You can watch series of videos in Instagram if you want to. So lots of different ways to help you sell your products. So
exactly,
definitely,
yes. Because so I've learned a couple of new things today. I need to expand I have a playlist, but I've only just got e-commerce or this. You know, so I've got a couple of things, but I've also do some videos for some clients. But what I'll do now is expand that playlist.
Yeah, and don't use YouTube as a video storage area either. So don't put a video on YouTube and embed it on your website and not have it public on YouTube. Yes. Because you're just missing out on such a massive reach. If that video is public on YouTube, then it's public in search, which means that, yes, they can find it on your website, but you want them to find it everywhere else as well. So make sure you don't use YouTube as a video catalog storage area. Use it as a public front to publicize your, you know, what you're selling and how you're doing it and about you and, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, and make sure also that you are adding a thumbnail that explains who you are, because a lot of times I've seen, especially small business owners, they just put the video up there and they don't actually put a thumbnail to say, hey, this is what it's all about. Because if you're looking at YouTube videos, what attracts you is the right, all the crazy stuff. But that's the first thing you're going to look at. You're not going to look at this little lady going, you know. So you have to make a little bit of effort. Oh, this is a good one. Alexandra asked, where and how do you recommend storing videos that you make?
What do you mean? That you don't publicize straight away? I would say I keep mine on Dropbox. So if I'm creating a video, like, so say like I've created a video, I will put it onto Dropbox instead of it taking up space on my computer. And you could do that with Google Drive. So you can put your video in Google Drive. So those are the two sort of platforms that I currently use. Obviously, Google Drive is free up to a certain amount. Dropbox is the same. But if you're thinking about storing videos that you should be sharing, then I would put them onto YouTube as public and share them.
Yes.
So so if you want to store them on, instead of being like on your computer and slowing things down, then definitely put them into some sort of cloud storage.
Yeah.
But if you've got a video that talks about what you do or your products that you sell, then put it onto YouTube and embed it onto your website and share it to other platforms direct from your YouTube. So like Instagram. You can share the link now. Obviously, you can have your bio link connected to your YouTube channel. You can use landing pages such as Linktree or Search My Social, or you can build a landing page on your website that has all the different options that people can go to.
Yeah,
You can share direct from YouTube to Facebook. You just click share button and it goes over, and there's all sorts of different places that you can just automatically share to from YouTube.
Exactly. I mean, some videos, like my courses, I'm obviously not going to make public. So I have them in, I've always used Vimeo. Because I love the control of Vimeo, of how to add and what to add on the video, and the controls. And also now Vimeo is connected to Shopify. Obviously, you have to upgrade for that, because I'm on free right now. And so if you upgrade, you can connect your videos to Shopify and then actually put them into a product and then store them on Vimeo, because Shopify, you can only upload, I think, 20 megabytes, which is not a lot. I mean, even the little GIFs were more than 20 megabytes.
I think that's the same with any website. I obviously don't sell products, so my website's on WordPress. If you upload video to your website, whether it's a Shopify or anything like that, it will slow your website down. So you do need to optimize it. I mean, obviously, that's where you sort of go into that whole, what do I do with videos? If I'm talking about videos, if I'm showing people how to do things on video, you could actually create yourself a course from products. How do I create? I'm helping someone at the moment who makes soaps. She's got her soaps on Shopify, but she's actually creating a course on how to show people how to make soaps and start their own business. And that's going into, I use Thinkific as a course creator. So those sort of videos can be put there, and then you can create a course out of those, and you just interlink it across all your websites. And Shopify goes into Thinkific. So there is an app that you can put your products onto your course platform. So if you're selling a course or you're talking to people about a certain thing, but you've got products on your Shopify store, you can actually put them into your course platform and sell them like that as well.
Yeah. And somebody mentioned Amazon Web Services. So cool part about what I've discovered is actually selling your individual course videos. You can now sell, not now, you could always do it. You can sell on Amazon video. So yes, exactly. And then charge each video. You can charge a certain amount, and boom. So you're making money from your course, and you're selling it on Amazon, like selling your books.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good to have like what you would call like a firewall. So like a payment process where you give a certain amount away for free, and then for the other videos you have a payment portal, and you start it at whichever cost you want it to be at. But there's so many different ways you can do it. But definitely utilize Instagram and YouTube, especially if you're selling products, because video just brings everything to life, and it brings the creator and the person behind the brand to life. It gives you that opportunity to connect with people, especially like live video like we're doing today. People are chatting to us in the chat. We're having conversations about what we're doing, how it's working, and your audience is encourage, bringing new ideas for us to discuss as a panel on here. So yeah, I think it's cool.
Yeah, I'm actually I'm in the process of creating a Shopify with part of it only gated for courses, because I'm obviously on Shopify. So I'm going to gate my courses into Shopify instead of just flinging them onto Facebook, and then selling the courses in Shopify, and then you can add your products and everything. So you don't need another platform.
Yeah.
So we're developing something for authors as well, which is very exciting. I've got 2 little partners who are doing it, helping me.
And that brings us back to what you said earlier on, Veronica, when Facebook went down.
Yes.
Because I have my courses on Thinkific, so they have a little forum in there. So when Facebook went down, and then WhatsApp went down, and Instagram went down, everyone was talking to me on my little forum going, what do we do? No one can. And I was like, well, we're talking. This is good, isn't it? And it's like, you've got to think slightly outside the box, and don't put your eggs all in one basket. Do distribute them around a little bit. And
I mean, creating that group in Facebook. I always think the groups in Facebook are fabulous. I mean, the forum, it just lacks something you can't get in Facebook, right? And so, I mean, if you do have a course, and so part of the process that we're creating is they will buy the course, and then they will automatically be put into your Facebook group and automatically approved. And if they don't pay, then they get pulled out of the group. So only people that pay are in that group. So I've got Renee from 22 Social actually developing that part of the Facebook group. But you can also use, what I've seen is use Slack as a chat, right? Integrate that Slack app into your course, so you can always chat to people wherever they are. And I mean, it's also easy to create an app where they can, you can always. But again, Facebook groups, I find has been so easy to communicate, and no social media has that access or that engagement and visibility that Facebook has created. So I mean,
Facebook groups is probably the best thing Facebook's created is their group, because of the way that you can interact in there, and people can post, people can comment, people can go live. It is an awesome. So any developers out there that want to create some sort of social platform like that, you'd be laughing all the way to the bank.
Well, something is going to come out, but we're still sort of just waiting to see what's going to be. I mean, everybody has a little piece of it. Not even Instagram, TikTok. None of them have that. LinkedIn. None of them have that group capability of putting stuff out there, unfortunately. Anyway,
and they don't maximize, because Instagram. I was watching the I can't remember his name now, Mossetti, the chap who does all the talking on Instagram about Instagram. He works for Instagram, and he was talking about how they want to grow their groups option, but they have a limit on how many people can go into groups on Instagram. I think it's 24. So you can't build that same community that you can on Facebook groups. So it is quite difficult.
Yeah, you can't restrict, because we want bigger groups than 25, right, or 24.
Yeah, of course, and you want to be able to do things on it, and bring products in, and bring videos in, and and share links and things like that, which is all part of that selling, nurturing process that we've been talking about.
Exactly. I mean, it's like having a live email group, right? Having a live email is giving them information, and they might look at it, they might not look at it, but it is more visible. Anyway, so this has been absolutely brilliant. I think we're coming up to 50 minutes already, nearly an hour. We can talk about this all day long. I know every time we bring somebody on, it's like, I can talk all day long, but we need to restrict it today. So anyway, thank you so much, Anita, to pop in here and let us talk about I have learned stuff again. I know Anita, every time I talk to her, was
I have too.
right?
And
Right.
Anita, you have some. Do you want to mention some things that you have going on?
Yeah, well, I've got a YouTube course that you can like buy and work through, and get yourself on YouTube and start making the most of that amazing platform. So we've shared the link to that, and I'm bringing out a new course in March, April time around creating your own course. So it's just educating, it's just sharing and empowering you really how to use those tools. And I've just packaged it all together into one course where you'll get all the marketing. So you'll get all the Facebook and the Instagram marketing that I've spoken to you about today. There's already courses in there for that. So you'll just get all of that together. So yeah, looking forward to that being a bit awesome.
Yes, absolutely awesome. Yes.
That's
and so, yeah, I love how you teach, because you show exactly what people are supposed to do instead of just blah-blahing. There's a lot of showing and going and short. I like that. Thanks, Tim. And Tim is tell us who you are. We spoke about Anita and me. We didn't talk about you. Hello.
That's okay. I am the king of deflection. I'm all about it.
So tell us about what you do. I mean, I could not put the show on without Tim, because he nags me all the time. Every week, hey, where's your stuff?
I do, and if I'm not nagging her, she's like, why aren't you nagging me?
Yes, I know, right? And then he does everything. He does all the posting and everything for me. I'm just so happy that we connected and are doing this together, because it is a lot. I've got customers and clients and doing stuff, and then doing all this extra. It is total overwhelm, right? So Tim,
it is.
Take it away, baby.
Yeah. So I'm a live stream producer, which basically means I help plan the show and nag the show host and push all the buttons. So bring all the graphics on the screen, move people around the screen, and
also put comments in, right?
Put comments on the screen. Absolutely.
Because you can't do that and talk and do whatever, because it's just so distracting. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Getting that engagement going. And so what we did extra yesterday. We only posted it yesterday, right?
We did.
I actually, for the first time, invited people.
Yes.
So I'm just okay, Tim, go away, go do your stuff. So yesterday I thought, okay, I'm gonna be a good girl and then start doing my thing as well, because I know Tim invites people. So I did invite on LinkedIn and Facebook, which was really cool. So thank you everybody for popping in. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day, right? Everybody's busy to come and listen to us, and I hope you got some
Alexandria.
value. Yes.
And Russ Hedge and Tristan.
Russ popped in. Yes, exactly. Yes.
And
Ingle popped in.
Yes. We appreciate you all.
We appreciate
so much.
Absolutely.
And Anita, thank you for sharing so much valuable information.
Yes, thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. And we will see you in the future again, because we will talk some more about whatever is going on in Instagram. Because as I said, there's so much going on all the time.
Yeah, it changes all the time.
Okay, so are we going to push the button? Push the button.
We're going to push the button.
Push the button.
Here we go. Bye everyone. See you next week.